is out wide. Nearly there. Racing. Alex Rumble came out well. Dush missed it by about 10 metres. Running up on the outside is O'Power, Blair, Max Sticks and his nibs, and then Krista Barista. Next on the inside of those to another Casino, another Jet on the outside and a gap to Dush. Homeward bound here. It is Alex Rumble. O'Power, Blair the outside. O'Power, Blair gets to the front, down to the line. O'Power, Blair takes the first. Max Sticks is in a photo with the inside Alex Rumble and his nibs right there. Just back behind those, the next to go by is another Jet, behind it to Krista Barista, another Casino, and Dush, who missed the jump out and was always some dozen lengths behind the field. Not bad, is it? The debut runner, O'Power Blair, got to Alex Rumble, who bounced pretty well in these two. They were eyeballing each other for the whole trip, but Alex Rumble is just not strong enough for this. Johnny Bruce the inside. We're set racing. Johnny Bruce and Badoozy and O'Pawali, the best three out. Paddy the Baker goes to join those, then Corborn Hint, another Vespa. Back last is She's Keen and Apollo King just ahead of it. They come to the turn. O'Pawali has them by a couple of lengths. Johnny Bruce heads the chase after O'Pawali. Back in behind those then is Corborn Hint. But down towards the line, O'Pawali bolts in. O'Pawali, Badoozy second, Corborn Hint third. Fourth over might be Paddy the Baker. Out wide was Apollo King behind those to Johnny Bruce, who just lost it the last little bit of the race. And the back two to go by were another Vespa and She's Keen. Form on the board. O'Pawali too good here. Badoozy gave chase. Johnny Bruce was there for a while, but what happened to him? He was there then. He is rolling. Homebush Pike the inner. We're racing. Getting out well was Glory Hog, hit the front early on. Bursa looms up on the outside and puts the head in front. Right behind those then is O'Power, Vivo, Polly Baxter down on the inside. Homebush Spike. Back behind them is Regal in. Further back to Thunder Dragon and Glen is Goodsy. On the turn here and Glory Hog's in front. Glory Hog is off and gone. It's got this all wrapped up. The battle's for the minor, but Glory Hog bolts in. O'Power Viv is second. Third at the line is Homebush Spike. Next on the outside to Apollo Baxter. Following those across would be Thunder Dragon, Regal, and Glennis Goodsy, and Bursa was up there, but it's one of the last to go by. So much for that. History. What happened to it? Just about to turn the corner. Swinging to bend, off, field away, came out in a good line. Bursting to the front is O'Power Libby, underneath it is O'Power Janet. Up on the outside of those then is Realty, and coming with it is Majestic Action, who's at the lead. Back behind those then is Freckle Flyer. Well back is second last is Rookie Racer and Octagon's Ghost at the back of the field. Homeward bound Majestic Action has about 5 to spare. Down towards the line, Majestic Action's going to beat O'Power Janet. Home third, Freckle Flyer. In front of O'Power Libby. Back in behind those then to Reality and O'Power Poppy. And the reserve dogs are the last two in Rookie Racer and Octagon's Ghost. Too good. Number 7, Majestic Action. Took a wee while to work to the front, but once it did, it just led them on a procession and just romped home. Inside, nearly there. Set racing. Are all beaten off the mark by No Bro, who at the front over Patchwork Gallus. Coming forward on the outside, Sketchy Steve. Oh, a bit of a check there for No More Beersies. Went back. Driving underneath those in is Homebush Riley. Patchwork Gallus is not in this, and neither is Homebush Bruno and another Jamie. They turn for home, and Sketchy Steve's got 4 lengths to spare. Sketchy Steve beats Homebush Riley. Up on the inside, Joyner Kersee recovered to take third. Next in was No Bro. Behind those came Homebush Bruno. Back behind Homebush Bruno to Patchwork Gallus, never in the race. No More Beersies back last, another Jamie just ahead of it. He got the check hole, No More Beersies. Sketchy Steve, number 3, stayed out of all the traffic and all the problems and had a bit of a break on the home turn. Runs away from Homebush Riley. Joyner Kersee's done well. Almost there. Racing. Belfast Egypt came away okay. A little wider out on the track. Another Russin, Protonic Pedro, and Storm and Norm charging around the outsides at the front. Running into third is Arcane Rampage. Faller at the back. Down went Adrenaline Kick and Ebony Fancy. They turn for home, and Storm and Norm. Belfast Egypt gives chase, but there's about 4 lengths in it, and Storm and Norm bolts in. Gets there from... oh, maybe Belfast Egypt. Coming at it fast on the inside was Arcade Rampage. Behind those came Subterfuge. Next to go by is Protonic Pedro, another rush. The rest are coming home. Ebony Fancy and Adrenaline Kick, and they both crashed over at the far turn. That's more like the Storm and Norm we know. He was just a touch flat last week. He's back here, and he's a nice dog, this. You're going to hear a bit more about this bloke. Nearly there. Racing. Abresador came out best narrowly from Homebush Chopper the outside, who's now a length away. In behind those two, Lagoon Twist on the inside, and getting past it is Lagoon Bell. A little wider out to Homebush Buck. Behind those to Miss Valley and an Elephant Gunners last. Abresador's got 2 lengths to spare on a chasing Homebush Chopper. Running up to third on the outside, Lagoon Bell. Abresador. Lagoon Bell is trying to pick it up. Abresador is holding. Abresador just, I think. On the outside was Lagoon Bell, and that was a good old go. Home in third spot, Homebush Chopper, just in front of Lagoon Twist, and in behind those two, Elephant Gun and Miss Valley Inn is back behind those. And what happened to Homebush Buck? He was back there somewhere too. Abresador, Lagoon Bell just kept on coming, tried to worry it out of the race. Lucky's rolling. Nearly there. Racing. Devilskin came out okay on the inside, has the lead from Deborah Bay in Colborne, Ohio. A bit of a break to another spin. Back behind those then is Crystal McBell. Not in this at all, as Grayson Bluey's a mile away. And Scary Canaries amongst the back runners. They turn in. Devilskin on top. Deborah Bay, Colborne, Ohio is getting up on the inside. Deborah Bay out wide. I think Deborah Bay, Colborne, Ohio. Photos though. Devilskin's only 30, was swamped late. Behind those, another spin, Crystal McBell, Scary Canary. And I don't know what happened to Grayson Blue, but he was a mile away from them the whole trip. Oh, Devilskin rolled here and rolled big time. Deborah Bay came across heels, attacked 3 wide. Colborne, Ohio poked up on the inside, and Devilskin is under siege halfway down. And he hasn't got too much to say about it either. Deborah Bay, the outside will score. Towards the 390. Joey backs to the inside, racing. He came out like a rocket and put 2 on them to Joey. Running second, next a little wider out on the track is Business Boss getting around those. A big run coming from Sailor's Collar. Back in behind those then is Homebush Messi. Well back is another Key and Tilton. Back with those then is Crystal Flame, but Joey's in. Joey Baxter's off and gone down towards the line. He's going to bolt in. Home second out wide. Sailor's Collar is in a photo with Business Boss. Up on the inside, Tilton. Crystal Flame had a stab at them late. They're being followed across the line by Nixter. Back behind those to another Key, and Homebush Messi is the last one in. Well, Joey Baxter's won this, but there's a great lineup for the minor money. Sailor's Collar was out wide. .457, set racing. Missed it a touch. Best out is going to be Thoracic and Tamara May at the outside. With Pride is in behind those. Lagoon Mai Tai getting closer. Dropping back a touch now is Tamara May. Back behind those, Pianissimo, Corbonkin. Right out the back door is Corbon Eden on the swing here, and Power Knocker has the lead. The Roughies out by 4. Down towards the line. It's going to bolt in here. Power Knocker will beat Thoracic. Photo with Pride, Lagoon Mai Tai for the minor money. Behind those came Tamara May. Back there was Pianissimo, Corborn Kin, and Corborn Eden is the last one to go by. Power Knocker. The roughie did do it at around $10. This has been a good run. Was out with Thoracic. It outgunned it with Pride just underneath them. Just was making ground, had to be checked for a step there, but there were no chance with this Power Knocker. Yeah, I didn't mind that. Should have been downstairs. 10s, ouch. It's going to run away here. It's not only beaten them, it's beaten them up. Won it nicely. Thoracic, another good run. And, it's going to get nutted. Fourths, it's light. The 7's going to nail it. Arcane Sabre the inside, set racing, getting out best by a big margin. Nina Baxter straight to the top over Arcane Sabre. Next around those Fekato's back third last here. On the outside of it is Expect Delay, and at the back of the field is Zipping Sonny. Across the top, and Corborn Christie hit the front. 4 at the back, down went Fekatoa. A turn for home here in Corborn Christie, giving chases Arcane Sabre, and it's coming very quickly as well. Arcane Sabre mowed it over. Arcane Sabre, Corborn Christie, Zipping Sonny, and close up Nina Baxter. Expect Delay's behind those. Expect Delay, Shines Bright, Thrilling Hunt, and Fekatoa comes home with a mouthful of sand. He's the last to go by after tumbling on the bend. They were wrong. I was too. Corborn Christie got mowed over here by Arcane Sabre. Set off. Came out in a perfect line here. Human Instinct on the inside. Mojo Burst goes up wide, and right there is Air Express in the centre. The Burst made the lead. Round the outside of those came Tell the Boys. Back on the inside to 1Z. The last two lots of Bearsies, and Brent. He's off and gone. Mojo Burst got 5 on them. The battles for the minor money. Mojo Burst bolts in. Human Instinct is in a photo with Air Express and Tell the Boys. Not far behind those. The next to go by is Brent. 1Z and lots of beers. He's the last one in. Smart, isn't he? Mojo Burst drew the outside, a lot of clear air out there. He used it all. By the time they got to the end of the back straight, he'd hit the front. Down to the start goes Lucky, nearly there. Racing. Good Genes came out okay on the inside. Right beside it is Wrinkles, a bit wider out then to Power Crusade. Trying to catch those then as Technic gets to third. In behind those, a bit of a breakaway to Kingman, Homebush Errol. Right out the back door is Wrinkles. Homeward bound, Good Genes. It's game over here, I think. Power Crusade is trying hard. Good Genes is holding. Good Genes beats Power Crusade, Power Bart. Just behind those came Homebush Errol. Then came Technic and Kingman, and Wrinkles is the last one to go by. He's in a big gap as well. First out, first home. Same story we've seen a couple of times today. And Mel Grant gets 3 for the afternoon to join the Lane Wales combination. They've also trained 3. Craig Robertson, Johnny Mac get 2 apiece. 2 good here, Good Genes. $2.30 odd you're getting. And once you got to the front, yeah, it's just like the previous. Trying hard was Power Crusade.